start off with the first question. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing good. All
I've
right.
been working on this album, so I
Gotcha.
have so
Gotcha.
much stress that I went and got a class today. So I'm good.
Gotcha. So, how has everything been since signing with Rico Love?
I've been having a really good time.
Cool.
Actually, I was just in the studio with Rico last night. Actually, I've been in the studio with him every day this week.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So, I've been working with him quite a bit on the album, and
Gotcha.
so me and him, we always come up with some crazy stuff. So, we did
Crazy
some really
tracks.
dope stuff last night. That I'm really excited about. So, yeah,
Gotcha.
I've been working since I signed. I've been working a bunch, traveling a bunch,
Right.
getting in the studio. So that's what I'm focused on doing right now.
Gotcha. So, with this new album, what should we expect? You know, what different sound exactly are you bringing to the R&B game that's kind of missing as far as females?
Well, I wouldn't say it's like an R&B album,
Oh,
but
is it?
I definitely
Is it more like a pop
it's
R&B?
like it's
kind of pop R&B kind of thing.
You gotta hear it. Yeah. You just you gotta hear it. But I think
Gotcha.
people will just get a better representation of who I am as an artist.
Right. Gotcha.
I came up with most of the concepts for the album, so
Great.
everything is really personal.
Gotcha. Do you have any thoughts on the current state of R&B music at this moment?
Do you have any thoughts?
Yeah, how would you describe R&B at this moment when you listen to the radio?
I mean, I don't think music is just evolving.
Right.
And so I think we got like a lot of new energy coming to the game. We like R&B, hip hop, urban. We got a lot of new energy.
Right.
A lot of new artists and stuff. I think it's just the sound's just evolving. Music is just evolving.
Gotcha. All right. So with the "They Don't Know" remix with the verse you had on the remix, did you tell Rico that you wanted to be on the track, or did you just did he just insist that you got on the track, or what? Like, how did that come about?
Well, I was actually with "They Don't Know." I think I was in the studio, or I either came in the studio right after they recorded that song some months ago.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, yo, this song is dope.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know at the time. I think he was probably gonna. I think he was gonna do something else as his first single. I don't know. It was a while ago. And but I was like, man, this is my favorite song. And so after he dropped it as a single, he was like, yo, I'm gonna get you on the remix. I'm gonna put you on the remix, and he put a bunch of people on the remix. This had to be like before it dropped. He told me he wanted to put me on the remix.
Yeah.
So once it dropped, he sent it over, and I put my verse on there, and we went with it.
Gotcha. All right. So on that track, you're rapping. Now, I could be wrong, but I can tell that probably somebody like Lauryn Hill was probably someone you idolized growing up as a kid, or or am I wrong? But it kind of seems like that's. Are you more? Would you say you're more comfortable rapping, or do you prefer singing, or what on a track? Like, are you comfortable with just doing pretty much anything?
I'm trying to incorporate rapping.
Gotcha.
A lot more.
Yeah.
To answer the Lauryn Hill question, I love Lauryn Hill, so that she's been like a really big inspiration.
Yeah.
With starting to play the guitar and sing and rap. But I maybe like 3 years ago, all the stuff I used to post on YouTube, back in the day, I would do covers of like Trill Bill or Some Cut or Cash Out. I think I did the Cash Out cover before. I did a Notorious Thugs cover, and I rap. I rap in those covers and stuff.
Right.
So I've been doing that since I was on YouTube.
Yeah.
I had a record deal or whatever. So people are just now really starting to hear that that's what I do as well. It's not like, oh, are you a rapper or a singer? It's just, I do both. And I'm trying to incorporate rapping more. I've been doing that from the beginning.
Right. So with the tracks that you've written, I know that you wrote the Bad. You wrote that first. What are some other tracks that you've written that, some people might have not known that you got on and wrote?
That is actually, let me speak about that though. That's the first thing I've written.
Oh, really?
I wrote it for myself, but I also, when I was working with Wale, I used to get in the studio like every day and write as much stuff, as much hooks and stuff, or whatever for him as I could.
Yeah.
But he ended up using that, so that worked out well. In the future, I'm definitely looking forward to working, writing for other artists. So right now, I've been just solely focused on making my records.
Yeah. All right, so on the fashion side of things, how do you describe your style as far as how do you dress as your describe?
I just, I like to keep it,
chill, laid back.
I like to live like that. Yeah, well, as of lately, I've been really chill and laid back because I've been doing nothing but going in the studio. So, I've been really chill. So maybe I put on like a crop shirt and some jeans and shoes and keep it moving.
Gotcha.
So I haven't gone out. I haven't done any of that. I've strictly been in the studio every single day. So that's I usually it's like a mix between sexy, maybe like baggy on the bottom and tight on the top, or
right,
sexy, comfortable.
Gotcha. All right, so let me ask you this: are you more of a heel type chick, or are you into sneakers? Are you one of those chicks that just probably throw on some sneakers instead of heels, or are you more of a heel type?
Actually, I didn't even start wearing sneakers until maybe the last year.
Wow.
I don't think I had like that many sneakers.
Yes.
Actually, I had like a pair of like, workout shoes or something, but I didn't wear sneakers. I always felt like I wear like an 8.5.
Yeah.
So I'm skinny and my foot is big, and so like I wear tight jeans.
Gotcha.
And I feel like I used to feel like my feet looked really big if I wore sneakers. But lately I've been wearing sneakers after last year. So lately it's been sneakers, but I like boots. I like boots, like casual shoes and stuff like that. I'm not. It's like an in between. I like in between.
Gotcha. So, like, which pair of kicks are your favorite right now? Do you know the names of them? The sneakers?
Oh, no. I don't know the name. I just buy,
You just buy what looks good.
Whatever looks good. Yeah, whatever looks good.
Pretty much. All right, so do you have any particular favorite brands at this moment?
I really like Alexander Wang.
Oh, really? Dope.
I like Y3.
Oh, yeah, definitely. I love Y3, actually.
Hello?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. I like Y3. I get a bunch of stuff from Y3.
Yeah, I love their hats.
Yeah, they have like cool, really cool, like
laid back stuff.
Stuff.
Definitely.
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna just ask you this: how did you and Rico Love meet up? Like, how did that come about?
I met Rico 2 summers ago.
Yeah.
I was actually supposed to get a meeting with, I forgot what record label it was, but I was supposed to have a meeting in New York, and it got canceled. And so I was like really bummed about that because that was the 3rd time that meeting got canceled. And so my manager at the time, and he too took me to Rico in New York. I went to the studio in New York, and he was like, "Yo, let me introduce you to Rico Williams. He writes everybody's music." So I played Rico a few songs on the guitar in the studio in New York.
Yeah.
And he was like, right then, I think he offered me a record deal, like.
Wow, awesome.
2 weeks later, yeah.
Yeah.
It took me like a year to sign with them, almost a year to sign with them, though. So he offered me a record deal. He offered me a record deal like the next week, but it was almost a year before I signed with him.
Yeah. Well, it worked out pretty good. So, are there any artists who you would like to work with that you haven't worked with just yet?
Well, I think it would be dope. I think it would be dope to do some stuff with Drake.
Awesome, yeah,
I like
definitely. Yeah.
Who else? I don't know. I've worked with a couple different artists, and I have a song on Fast mixtape.
Yeah.
With AyanaIFWT.
Oh yeah, wow.
With AyanaIFWT, and I just did some stuff with for Fat Joe. Like the other day, he's coming back in this big '90s kind of way. So
yeah.
I did some stuff for him. So yeah, but I think like right now, I think Drake is dope. He's like
definitely. All right, so I'm gonna start. We're gonna start wrapping it up in a minute, but I got a few more questions for you. Who are a few of the rappers, or just anybody in the game right now, that you think is killing it as far as fashion?
Fashion?
Yeah.
Kanye.
Kanye.
Yeah, that's his thing.
Yeah, definitely.
That's his thing. So he's definitely fly.
Yeah, definitely. All right. So, growing up, I'm gonna just ask you this one. Growing up, who were a few of the R&B singers that you did idolize? We already mentioned Lauryn Hill. Who else? Were there any others?
Oh, growing up, I was all about '90s music.
Yeah.
I was in the '90s. But Lauryn Hill. Anybody from Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, TLC, all those girl groups, Black, In Vogue, Aaliyah, all those girls.
Gotcha.
All those girls from the '90s. '90s music was a big influence on me. And I mean, even still now, I go back and I love '90s music. Like Brandy, I think Brandy's got one of the dopest voices ever.
Yeah, so. Definitely. Full Moon was definitely the album for her. So, what are your last?
We only have enough time for about one or two more questions.
I'm done. And this is the last question right here. So, what are your last words to end this interview?
My last words to end this interview?
Yeah.
Everybody should be on the lookout for my album that's coming later this year, and I'm really excited about it. I've put in a lot of work.
Okay.
It's a really honest album. That's all me. So people should look forward to that.
All right. So that's gonna end our interview, and thank you so much for doing this interview, Tiara. And good luck with your album, and what else more to come. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Good luck to you too.
All right. Thank you.